In this video, we'll unbox and assemble the Smoke Vault 24 smoker from Camp Chef. So I ordered this smoker on Amazon when it was 50% off. No joke. I'll put a link in the description. But to be honest, I would have paid list price. I was looking for a dependable smoker that wouldn't break the bank, and I came across this. It checked all the boxes for me. It was labeled an Amazon's Choice item. It's rated 4.7 stars with hundreds of reviews, and it's a top pick among bloggers I follow. Listen, my charcoal grill is great at smoking ribs, chicken, and fish, but it's way too fussy for the low, slow temperatures I need for larger cuts of meat. Meat is pricey these days, and if I'm smoking brisket, pork shoulder, or turkey, a $300 charcoal grill can ruin the results unless I'm willing to tend the fire all day long. Yes, I know, good things come to those who wait. But who's got all day to sit by the grill? Not me. Of course I want smoke rings and good bark and great flavor. That's a given if you want to do this at all. But I'm also frugal, and I don't want to spend half my weekend fussing with the heat and fuel and airflow and moving stuff around. If I can achieve great results with this smoker, why not? Now I confess, I'm not a barbecue purist. I only speak for myself. But a pragmatist would say, this is all I need to get the results I want. But look, I'm not going to argue. If you've got time to kill and at least $500 to drop on a good charcoal or pellet smoker, then by all means, go for it. Like I said, it's just not me. The first step is to attach the legs and front panel. You'll want to remove the door and flip the cabinet upside down to make this possible. Start with the front legs and attach the corners only, because aligning the front panel comes next. Next, you want to attach the front panel to the front legs, and then attach them both to the cabinet using the other 4 screws. Now don't miss this. It's really important you use your fingers at this point to make sure everything lines up first. We'll get to tightening the bolts later, at step 3. Once the front legs are attached, move to the back legs. 3 bolts each, finger tight only. Step 2 is to attach the burner assembly with 4 bolts. Now the manual has a parts diagram, but relax, this is all pre-assembled. Maybe it's there if you ever need to order replacements. It's a little tricky getting under the flange with your fingers to line up the bolts from underneath. Just be patient and keep trying. You'll get it. Step 3 is to add the burner knob and bezel. This is where having everything loose pays off. It won't line up otherwise. Once you line up the screws for the bezel, secure it with a Phillips head screwdriver and pop on the burner knob. Now it's finally time to secure everything: the legs, the front panel, and the burner assembly. You could probably get away with just a Phillips head screwdriver, but it sure makes it easier to have a ratchet wrench or driver with a 10mm socket. Now the socket is useless to tighten up the burner, but holding the nut under the flange with my fingers, I was able to tighten the screws from the inside. Now the manual says to attach the propane line to the valve, but it already came attached straight out of the box. Just make sure it's tight and won't leak. Seems tight to me. Now flip the cabinet right side up. Honestly, I wish I had waited for step 6 before reattaching the door. You'll see here it would have made steps 4 and 5 a whole lot easier. but I worked around it. Step 4, attach the dampers to the top and sides. Again, you can probably do this with just a screwdriver, but my 8mm socket driver came in handy to tighten from the inside. Step 5, attach the side handles. Now you should have longer screws for this. Unfortunately, my box was missing 2 screws for the handles. Luckily, the unit shipped with 4 extra screws for the legs, so I improvised, using the shorter length as a substitute, and it worked out fine. You can see here that the door is in my way, but again, I worked around it. Now is the best time to reattach the door to install the thermometer and the door handle. Just make sure you align the thermometer right side up, then attach it from the inside. You'll need to disassemble the door handle to install it. Just remove the nut, the latch, and both washers. Insert the handle from the outside, and from the inside, add the first washer, then the latch, then the second washer, then the nut. You could probably tighten the bolt with almost any wrench, but my 3/4 inch ratchet came in handy. Just make sure you leave a small gap to latch the door properly. Step 7. We're almost there. Now insert the grease pan to prevent grease from dripping onto the burner. Above that, slide in the wood tray. You always want to use wood chunks to get a smoke ring with a gas smoker. Next, slide in the water tray. This captures the drippings and prevents the meat from drying out. And now the final step in this assembly, insert the cooking grates. Make sure they're right side up. They go wherever you need them, depending on what you're smoking. Turkey needs more room than ribs. And the unit comes with a jerky or seafood rack, which I'll probably keep out of the way on top. And there you have it. Assembly complete. All that remains is to pop on a propane tank, and this baby is ready for use. I'll keep it right here on my porch next to the gas grill, a few steps away from the kitchen. I can't wait to use it. What should I smoke first? A brisket? Chicken thighs? A nice piece of fish? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for dry rub recipes and tips on outdoor cooking. See you next time.